Hello, everyone, and a very warm welcome to the class. So today we're going to tackle a super important topic in reasoning. You guessed it, the alphabet series. So tell me honestly, in the exam hall, when those alphabet reasoning questions pop up, doesn't it feel like we just, get stuck? Either we waste so much precious time, or worse, we make a silly mistake and get it wrong, right? Well, not anymore. Because today I'm going to share two amazing tricks with you. Tricks that will help you solve these questions literally in a snap. Okay, so take a look at your screen. Yup, those are my actual handwritten notes. They might look pretty simple, right? But believe me, all the secrets are hidden right here. So today we're going to break down every single trick straight from these notes. Ready? All right, let's dive into our very first trick. It's all about place value. Now, what does that mean? It's simple. It just means memorizing the numerical position of every single letter. Like A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, and so on. So let's find out the absolute easiest way to remember all of them. So, first things first, the first 5 letters, A, B, C, D, and E. We all know their values are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? We've known that since we were kids. So no special trick needed here. The real game, the real challenge starts right after E. So let's get started. First up, we're tackling the letters F through I, and we're going to use some really fun mnemonics to lock them in. Okay, look how simple this is. For F, think fix. What does fix sound like? 6. So F is 6, easy. For G, think of the famous G7 summit. So G is obviously 7. Now H is interesting. Just imagine joining the top and bottom lines of an H. What does it look like? Exactly, a digital 8, so H is 8. And finally, I. You know how we say I know? Well, I know sounds just like I9, so I is 9. See? Simple. Awesome. So F to I is done. Crystal clear, right? Now, let's move on to the next set. J, K, L, and M. Okay, this next one is a little bit filmy, but trust me, it works wonders. For J and K, remember this phrase together. In Jammu and Kashmir, 10 to 11 bullets are always firing. So J is 10, K is 11. Got it? Next is L. L is for love. And you know what they say, jab pyar hota hai, to chehre pe 12 baj jate hain. So L is 12. And then M. Think of the phrase, main tera hero. Hear that mira, tera sound? That gives you 13. How cool is that?
All right, you guys are doing great. Let's keep the momentum going. Our next group of letters is N all the way to R. Ready for it?
So for this set, we have a little mini story. For N, just remember November 14th. Children's Day, so N is 14. Simple. Now, Q is for queen or Rani. And a queen is always in khatra, right? Khatra, satra, so Q is 17. And of course, where there's a queen, there has to be a king. And a Raja, a king, comes of age at 18. So R is 18. See? One little story and boom, 3 letters are locked in. Okay, everyone, we're on the home stretch for our first trick. This is the last group. Let's finish strong. We're looking at S all the way to X. Pay close attention here. We'll remember S and T together. Just think, in SC/ST, there's a difference of 1920. So S is 19, and T, T20 matches. Who doesn't know that? So T is 20. Next, U is for under 21. For V, think of the victory sign, or we. Humdu, hamari do. That's 22, so V is 22. For W, think wedding. A wedding at 23 sounds about right. And finally, X. Think of an X-ray facility that's open 24 hours, so X is 24. And just like that, we're done. Perfect. Wow, congratulations! You have officially mastered trick number 1. Give yourself a pat on the back. Now, let's move on to our second super trick. And trust me, this one is just as important. We're talking about opposite letter pairs. Okay, so on your screen right now, you can see the complete list of all the opposite pairs. A is opposite Z, B is opposite Y, and so on. Now, I know it might look like a lot, but please don't get intimidated. We are going to learn all of these with a really, really interesting story. Just take a quick look at the table first. All right, it's story time. Let's start our little tale by learning the pairs from A to D first. So the story goes like this. There was an Azad boy, that's AZ. He was a boy, which gives us BY. He loved riding his crux bike, CX, and used to drink dew, DW. Simple. Azad, boy, crux, do. Got the first four? Easy, right? So what happened next in the story of our Azad boy? Let's find out as we learn the pairs from E to H.
So this Azad boy, one evening, Evie, was just roaming around, Faltu, FU. But he was actually a great GT guy studying in high school, HS. So there you have it. Eve gives you Evie. Faltu gives you FU. Great is for GT, and high school is for HS. Brilliant.
And now we've reached the final chapter of our story. Let's connect the last few pairs, from I to M, and complete our tale. So he decided to travel by the Indian Railway, IR, and there he met the Jaipur Queen, JQ, who was wearing a beautiful kurta pajama, KP. They fell in love, LO, and he finally became a complete man, MN. And that's the end of our story. And just like that, with one simple story, you've memorized every single opposite pair. And that's it. Can you believe it? With just these two tricks, you are well on your way to becoming a master of the alphabet series. Let's do a quick recap of what we've learned. So today, we learned two incredibly powerful tricks. First, we mastered the place values using simple stories and keywords. And second, we memorized all the opposite letter pairs using one fun, memorable story. And what's the biggest benefit of all this? In your exams, your speed and your accuracy are both going to skyrocket. That's a promise. So now that you have these tricks in your toolkit, just think about it. How much time are you going to save in your next exam? And what could you do with that extra time? Maybe solve those tougher questions you had to leave before? Remember, these tricks aren't just about speed, they're about building your confidence. So go out there and use them well. So if you liked today's session, please do like the video, let me know your feedback in the comments, and definitely share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you keep getting more helpful videos like this. For more practice questions, you can join us on Telegram. The link is in the description box below. And hey, if there's a specific topic you want me to make a video on, please mention it in the comments. I'll definitely try to make one for you.